Welcome to 5 Minutes of Awesomism, where Peyton and I share 5 minutes, a lot of times it goes over, of things that we think, people, places, and things that we think are really awesome. We are really working through this podcast and through our app, teamawesomism.app, to change the world, all the negativity into awesomism. We know we can't do it by ourselves, so that's why we're asking you to help us. So before we do anything else, thank you, Oho Sunglasses, for the awesome sponsorship. They are our main sponsor. And also thank you, White Bulls Barbecue, Taco Uppercut Seasoning, for being a sponsor. And they also sponsor our Grillin' for Awesomism podcast. In fact, the owner of White Bulls is our co-host on that podcast. Check it out on Spotify and follow us. And if you're listening to this one, you haven't followed us yet, follow us. Okay, so this month, May, is Mental Health Awareness Month. And Peyton and I are going to do something a little different this month. And we're kicking it off with this podcast. Joey has worked with Team Awesomism for years. Like, Joey was one of Peyton's first customers.
Yeah.
He was.
Yes, I was, and I still have those things.
That was
I still have your Christmas ornaments.
Do you?
Yes,
That's
I absolutely
so
do. Yes, I absolutely do.
That is so great because, yeah, you were one of our very first customers when Peyton started making things and then selling them to help other people.
That was amazing. I could almost remember that conversation. Probably, if I really thought about it, I could really probably tell you word for word how that conversation went.
That's so cool.
Great,
and, yeah. So you have been a supporter, and we have worked with you. Joey has hit some really hard times. I'll let him tell you a little bit more about himself, but he's dealing with PTSD, multiple sclerosis, and a lot of other things. Joey has literally been homeless and is on the verge of it again, which we are not thrilled about. Team Awesomism has stepped up multiple times and helped make sure that he has had food in his stomach. We have sent him money to make sure that he has something. We don't want him sitting alone, and we also want him to know that we are here, which is why we're having him on our podcast today, so all of you can get to meet Joey, because this month we are dedicating to helping Joey. So we'll let Joey tell you his story a little bit, and then we'll tell you afterwards how you can help Joey.
Cool. Hey, everybody. My name is Joey. I'm going to go back probably about 4 years ago when I was going through a divorce. Started out as a separation and went from there. About a year after that, my mom had passed away suddenly after a 2-month battle with brain cancer. That put me deep down, deep dark, and it was not a good time. I did have some suicidal attempt. I did drive into a tree, and it was not the best thing in the world for me to do, but I was survival, and I do have a relive date, and I am here to talk to you about it. Mental health for me is when it comes to May, it's just one of those things where you just don't know how to take it. You just never know. Just smile at somebody. Just walk by, smile at somebody. About 17 years ago, I was diagnosed bipolar. About 13 years ago, I was diagnosed with anxiety. And about within the last year or so, it's been diagnosed with the PTSD. Also, I battle MS on a daily basis, multiple sclerosis. That is a wishy-washy thing. You just never know how you're going to wake up that day. It's one day at a time for, I guess, everything and any kind of thing you battle. I appreciate everything and anything that anybody can do, will do, or has done to help me. It is just one of those things that has really gotten me through, on a daily basis to try and just say, hey, one more day. We could do this one more day. I got one more day ahead of me. I could wake up in the morning, wake up in the evening, whatever it is. You're just going to hopefully, you just do what you can to just wake up, at the next time, the next day. And the story's never over. And it's, it's just something it's never done. And that's words that I'll always live by. I really appreciate you guys. Peyton, you have always been my main man.
Well,
I really,
thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Lynn, you have been there for me. My goodness. I get tear up just thinking about it. But I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate anybody that's there to listen. I'm going to appreciate also anybody that needs a helping ear, my ears are always open for anybody. Anything and anything I can ever do for anybody. It goes beyond what anybody has done for yourself. You do whatever you can. Like my grandmother always said, it's nice to be nice.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I want to clear something up for anybody that's listening to this is, so often when I bring these stories to different people, they're like, well, there's this organization that'll help, or there's that organization, or has he thought about applying for this? Joey has done everything. Everything. And I know he has because I've helped him with it. And I've also called places. So, this is why we're doing it this way. This is why he's been in the situation for quite a while, because before he decided to basically start asking everybody else for help, he has tried everything. He does get some stipend of support, but as you can imagine, it's nowhere near enough. And, it goes quickly, especially since he really has a difficult time. There are days that I know for a fact he cannot work. And a lot of jobs are not going to be like, that's okay, Joey. You come when you can come, and we'll pay you when we can pay you, because that's just not reality. And so that's why we've decided this month, the Mental Health Awareness Month, that Joey is our guy. He has, like I said, Joey was there when Peyton first started making stuff, and he stepped up and he ordered 2 beautiful pieces. They were gifts that he was giving somebody else. That's how much confidence he had in Peyton. And
right, I did get something else too. It wasn't just the Christmas ornaments. Oh
yes,
my goodness!
Oh,
that was
sister.
that was
having
for
twins?
Yes. When you got the T-shirt made, when we made the T-shirt up for you, my sister who made she's a tattoo artist.
Yes.
That's right. That was for, I don't remember whether they were having the baby.
They were.
If that was the baby, then it's been 5 years. I can tell you that because his birthday was just the other day.
See? And Peyton made those things, and he custom made them for you.
Yep.
And he made 2 of them. You were one of the very first people when Peyton started this. You were like, look, I want to show Peyton I support and I believe in him. And so we've been friends that long, and I know your struggles because you and I talk all the time. Plus, we both have really offbeat humor, so we send each other.
We always send each other the funny memes.
Yes, because a lot of people will not laugh at him, and we will.
That's right. That's right. You got to listen. If you don't laugh, sometimes you just cry too much, and that's not good for your mental health either. Sometimes it's good to cry, but every once in a while you just need that those funny memes to just scroll through. That's what I call doom scrolling, when you just laugh and just kind of scroll until you fall asleep.
Exactly. Exactly. And so what we'll do, he has a GoFundMe. We will put that across our social media. I've been doing it already, but I'm going to do it again. Put it across our social media. Also, if you want, you can go to, it's on both the app and the website, right?
Yes.
Our tip jar.
Yeah.
We have a tip jar, a virtual tip jar. You can do PayPal, you can do Cash App, you can do credit cards, you can do anything you want, Venmo, you name it, we have it. And you can go on to teamawesomism.com, give a tip. No amount is too small. I don't care if you just say, I'm going to skip 1 cup of coffee this week at Starbucks, and I'm going to put the $6 in for Joey. Just make sure that all you do is say, I stand with Joey, because we're going to start a hashtag, I stand with Joey. Okay, because we're going to stand with Joey. We're going to make sure Joey gets out of this situation, and not temporarily. We want to change things for Joey. Okay, so you can go do the tip jar. You can go to his GoFundMe, and we are working with a couple of different companies, and we will get back to that. But I think we're also going to be able to do with one where 10% of what you purchase will go to Joey. Okay, so let's stand with Joey. Let's help him out. Let's make sure that he can, or I stand for Joey. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to help Joey. And so I just want to make sure that we get Joey out of this situation, because no one should live like this. No one should. I know times are tough everywhere, but so many people have a roof over their head. They have food in their belly. And if they even have when I get frustrated, and I shouldn't say this because people get really mad at me when I say this, but I hear so many of these stories and I get so depressed. I'm driving down the street and then I'll talk to different people and they'll be like, well, times are tough right now. I drive down the street and I'm driving past Starbucks, and I'm not just picking on Starbucks, but there were every other, 12 feet. And people are lined up like
Around the corner.
15 cars, 20 cars deep. And I'm thinking they're each dropping between $5 and $25. If I could just walk up to each of those windows and say, go home and make yourself a cup of coffee today, I could put Joey up in a hotel for 3 days just from that line. Like, come on, people, let's figure out how to help this.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Oh, Joey,
no. So much.
We're here for you, and you know that, and we're going to do what we can in month. We're doing this the whole month of May. We're going to keep, so Peyton and I will keep checking in. We'll probably be doing 1 or 2 more podcasts with you. So, if you're hearing this podcast, please share it. Please send it around, because the more that we can do for Joey, think of it this way. And this is, I have a mentor that I got through Small Business Administration. One of the things he says to me all the time is 350 million people in America, give or take. 10% of that's 35 million people. 1% is 3.5 million. Can you imagine if 35,000 people gave you $2, we could purchase you a 1-floor mobile home and you'd be set.
It's crazy. It sometimes it just blows your mind when you break it down like that.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It is. And you know what? I live in a county of 400 and some thousand people. That's not even 10% of this county give $2. Look at what we could do. Look what we could do. And this is this is why so often when I go and I try to help other people, and people are like, well, I need $5,000, and can you give 5,000, can you give 1,000 of it? And it's like, no. So then people walk away. If you say, no, let's try to get 35,000 people to give $2 so we can put Joey up in his own place and Joey will be good. That's a whole different world. $2. Then if somebody sets aside $100, then give to 50 people like that.
I always pay, and the little bit that I can try and do, I always try and pay. I always try and pay it forward as well.
I know you do.
Always something to just, it's just, you never know what somebody else is going through. So if they need a soda from Quick Check, Wawa, whatever's in your area, you know what? It's $2. I mean, as much as I don't have the $2, sometimes somebody might just need that soda just a little bit more.
And I know you do, because I've already said to you before, Joey, worry about yourself. Stop worrying about everybody else, haven't I? I've already yelled at you for that.
I know you have many times. Many times.
Yeah, see? So, all right, everybody, share this podcast. Thank you, Joey. We're going to keep checking in on you.
Yes.
Again, you know how to get a hold of us.
Yes, absolutely.
We're here.
Great. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
We can to help you.
Yeah, we will.
My main man, I can't wait to do this with you guys. I appreciate you guys so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Anything we can do.
Yes.
Take care.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, bye.